Hi there, this is Group 8's presentation for Why DevOps, and this is Jacob, Kristina, and Rafael. DevOps is an understood set of practices and cultural values that has been proven to help organizations of all sizes improve their software release cycles, software quality, security, and ability to get rapid feedback on product development. All right, there's some key elements of DevOps. If we don't manage this, there's an inherent conflict between development and operations that can create ever worsening problems, which results in slower time to market, poor quality, increased outages, as well as increased employee dissatisfaction and burnout. But implementing DevOps can turn this around into quick time to market, high quality, decreased outages, and increased employee satisfaction. But there are some key elements of making this happen. So let's go look at those. So, and we just spent an entire semester talking about them, so we're just going to give kind of a quick overview. And the first parts of it are making work visible, embracing feedback, and to learn and experiment. Now, these are actually the three ways of agile development, but let's talk about some of these. So making work visible is really important. You can see the backlog of work that has to be done, and this also includes telemetry, being able to see production statistics about what's happening. This also may be implemented as far as shared code repositories. Implementing feedback is also, and embracing it is really important. This creates organizational knowledge, and again, telemetry helps with this. And then we also have continual learning and experimentation. This is another really important part of this cycle. And creates this dynamic system of work. And this is something that should be incorporated into our daily work and can encompass things like testing, code review, and improving processes. And these things should be part of the daily work rather than special events that happen by separated teams. And then the next few that I've highlighted here are that it's really important to establish a high trust culture. Loosely coupled architecture of our systems, and then keep our small, our teams small, our batches small, and then when we are trying to implement it, to start change with sympathetic and innovative groups. So creating a high trust culture is generative organizations seek and share information to help the organization achieve its mission, and we don't want people to be afraid to make mistakes. Anyway, this whole high trust thing, they say, is one of the most important management challenges of our decade. So, and then also having loosely coupled architecture allows teams to work independently and not be held back by funnels in the value stream. And then keeping teams small and batch sizes small, that's helps with the quality deployment. So, and then when you do start to implement, like we said, go with the groups that are open to it. Don't try to convince everybody at first, but you'll make it.
Okay, so the purpose of this part of the presentation is to show the economic benefit of adopting DevOps in your company. So I separated some information here from the book. So basically, these two companies, IDC and Gartner, they estimated that in 2011, 5% of the worldwide gross domestic product will be spent on IT, was spent on IT. So 50% of this, that is 3.1 trillion, was spent on operating costs and maintaining existing systems. And that 1/3 of that was spent on urgent and unplanned work. So that was approximately approximately $500 billion. So if we adopt DevOps, we could make a way better use of this money. So half of that waste and deploy would help us to save 2.6 trillion of value per year. Another cool example of the benefits is the health solution. So this company adopted practices such as test drive development, automated testing, streamlined code review, continuous integration, and continuous delivery via automated deployment. So with this simple things, they were able to had a 67% of reduction in resources demand on the release team and process, 75% of reduction in relative hours to repair defects per environment, and 82% of reduction in app deployment time. So that's a really huge difference. It's like really meaningful like numbers. So basically the key for this economic change is first is to know which metrics are critical to your organization. So deciding which metrics have the most impact and are most persuasive to your stakeholders is critical to making the case to invest in DevOps. Second is implementing tools and automation. So automated testing and linking that to build and deployment process and automation. And the last one is understand your audience and become good at explain it in straightforward and clean businesses and financial terms to senior executives. So convince them that that expanding time and money developing that DevOps going to return is going to be a benefit to the company.
All right, and I am going to be finishing off with why we should adopt a DevOps model. So, and to do that, I'm going just to be highlighting the multiple benefits of DevOps. As we've talked about, one of the greatest benefits we get from DevOps is increased enterprise agility. This increases our economic growth substantially. And with an increase of enterprise agility, we also provide more automation throughout the business, which allows us to optimize and automate our code production pipeline. In return, that helps us deliver more business value for everybody. This also lowers deployment and production costs, increase quality of products, and reduces errors. Something this also does is increase communication and collaboration. With increased enterprise agility, we reduce risks, we make telemetry visible, and it just generally promotes a good work culture. Some other benefits, some values that it provides is automation work. Security is a part of everybody's work every day. We make metrics known and visible to everybody, and we just embrace a DevOps mindset. So the benefits of DevOps not only helps improve the organization agility, also improves metrics, and we do that with shorter development cycles. We just promote a greater learning environment and collaboration between teams. We reduce defects and faster detection, so automated tests helps reduce errors, and we find errors before they become catastrophic. And even with minimized risk, there's always going to be a chance for errors, so we just reduce that time to recovery. So when there is an error, how long we fix that error and how quick we are to respond. So we talked about the benefits of DevOps for an enterprise or an organization. However, I also want to talk about how DevOps is also designed to make your life easier as well. So how does adopting DevOps benefit just you personally? So DevOps promotes healthier, happier teams. We get more engagement between teams and leaders, and we are just generally a part of a great work culture and environment. So when the team is happy, you are generally going to be happy. There's going to be less problems. When everybody's happy, you're happy. DevOps helps create that environment where teams are encouraged to learn from mistakes rather than get disciplined and punished. So this helps just create the healthier, happier teams we're talking about. When telemetry is visible and teams are working with one another, it makes complexities easier to manage and work can get done. Problems are dealt with faster, saving you stress, also saves the company money. And just being a part of that great work culture is just relaxing, and it also just brings along great opportunities just for you and your career. So some parting thoughts we want to leave with everyone is that DevOps improves the lives of everyone, not just on the organization or the enterprise, but you as well. We strongly believe that everybody should encourage these teachings and apply and live by DevOps. And thank you for viewing.